Foot fetishism. Let's get into it. So if you look at my bio, it says toe connoisseur. That's just my fancy way of saying foot fetish and all that stuff. I don't know why people are so up in arms about it. It's feet. It's not genitalia. It's not a woman's breast or anything like that. It's feet. You can't get pregnant by it. You can't catch an STD from it. It's just feet. Did you know, most of you have heard of the fourth hole, and you don't know what that is. You know what the other three holes are, but you've never really knew what the fourth hole is. And it's when a woman takes her feet and puts her soles together, and depending on how high her arches are, there's that little hole in between her arches. That's the fourth hole. And that is how women give men a foot job. Oh, MJ, what's a foot job? Same thing as a hand job. She wraps her soles around a man's penis and jerks it up and down until it erupts. Foot fetishism is the number one fetish in the world. The number one fetish. There's no other fetish that even comes close. Not BDSM, not being spanked, not choking. No other fetish comes close as far as popularity as feet. And it's probably because there are so many layers to it. Some men like to smell a woman's feet. There's like this aroma to the bottom of a woman's foot, like her sole, the soles of her feet. Some men get off on that. Some men get off on sucking toes. Some men get off on just massaging a woman's foot. Some men get off on, like I said, foot jobs, having sex between her soles. Some men get off on getting stomped on. Some men get off on getting their balls kicked by a woman's foot. Some men get off on a woman just placing her feet on his face. There's just so much to it, and that's why it's number one. Now, for you ladies who think, oh my God, men who like feet, they're so disgusting and blah, blah, blah. I don't really think you know what you're saying. For instance, for any woman that feels that a man who has a foot fetish is disgusting and gross, do you like men to massage your feet? You do. Some of you like for men to suck your toes. You like for your man to, hey babe, I saw these toe rings or anklets out and thought it would look nice on you. Oh babe, I saw these designer heels I would love to see you in. I saw these designer sandals I saw you in. Oh babe, it's time for your pedicure. Here is $100 or however much it costs these days to get your hands and feet done. That's what men who have a foot fetish, that's what they like to do. They like to massage feet. They like to suck toes. They like to buy shoes to go onto those pretty feet. They like to buy the foot jewelry. They like to pay for your pedicures to keep your toes up. So do you really have a problem with foot, guys? Not so much anymore, do you? Okay. Speaking of pedicures, for me personally, I don't like women whose toenail comes past the actual toe itself. I like short toenails. Bad experience was dealing with a woman a long time ago who had long toenails. Her foot went down there, started rubbing and wiggling her toes, and it scratched my shit. And it was just never again. Not to mention, ladies, if you have long toenails, look up under that toenail. Is it brown? That's dirt, bacteria, disease, whatever. And you expect for a man to suck your toes and suck that and eat that. You understand now why it's nasty and just unhygienic to have a really long toenail? I mean, your feet are on the ground. So that long toenail is vacuuming up everything that's on the ground. And then you want to come stick that in a man's mouth. No, we're not doing that. So anyways, short toenails is the best. What is my favorite color? And of course, I'm speaking for me. The most popular toe color is white, or something called funny bunny. I know some of y'all think that white French tip is so boring and everything. I don't care. It's never going out of style. It's just a classy, old reliable color. French tip is never going out of style. But white is really, really nice in that funny bunny color. What else can I tell you about it? Where does it come from? Scientists have mapped it out. There's something going on with the brain. I'm actually going to attach the video after my clip of talking about it. I'm going to attach the video that explains how people who have a foot fetish, how our brains are wired. It's so interesting. For me, I think the most seductive thing and what I really love is when you're out with your woman, and some women do this stuff, and it guarantees that nobody's going Dutch on a meal, and it guarantees a second date as well. When you're sitting across from your lady, she slides that shoe off and she starts massaging your meat under the table. That is the most relaxing, most seductive, and the best thing ever. It is the best feeling ever. And like I said, you definitely getting a second date. He's going to want to see you the very next day. If you guys in the date, that is. I have a homegirl, and she was dating a guy who had a foot fetish. And she was like, MJ, I don't know what to do with this guy. I'm like, I mean, you could run the relationship. So anyway, she was telling me how her and this guy, they were dating, and they got into this really bad argument. And it still wasn't resolved. I said, are you sure he has a foot fetish? She said, yes. I said, here's what you do. Sit him on the couch, stand in front of him, take your foot, place it on his crotch, press down on it, and then tell him, this is how things are going to go. She tried it. She did it. She called me up yelling, oh my God, MJ, I didn't know it was this easy to control a man. Oh my God. I know. But yeah, no more arguments. No more arguments. She gets her way all the fucking time now. Whatever she wants, she knows the move to go to. And I also told her, when you're out to dinner, do this, this, and that. And she does it. And this man is literally wrapped around her finger. She is literally getting the queen and princess treatment just because she has pretty feet and she knows how to use them on a man that likes feet. I'm telling you, ladies, if you are dealing with a man that likes feet, he is the most easily controlled man you can deal with. He will not go anywhere as long as you keep your feet done and as long as you know how to use them. He's yours. Other than that, I really don't know what else to explain about foot fetishism. For me, I've had it since I was a kid, as long as I can remember. It wasn't something that was introduced to me. Since I can remember as a kid, I've just always had this fascination with women's feet. And then as I got older, of course, I kept it to myself. I'm like, oh, people think I'm weird and shit. Now I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm married now, but it's one of those things that when I was dating, it was one of the first things out my mouth because I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste yours. So if you have a problem with a man liking feet, or foot fetishism is gross, okay, bye, And also, a lot of men will be able to agree with this one. A pretty woman, think about the most gorgeous woman ever. She is just gorgeous from head to ankle. She is drop dead beautiful. If she has ugly feet, I couldn't do it. I couldn't date her. I couldn't sleep with her. Nothing. I will take a woman who society deems average or even unattractive, but has gorgeous feet. I will take her over the model, over these IG models, over these think about the celeb, the most gorgeous celeb you could think of. A man with a foot fetish will take the one with the most prettiest feet over the one that is aesthetically just the most drop dead gorgeous from head to ankle. That's how serious it is. That's why it's called a fetish. You guys remember, okay, I'm old, but there was this movie, it's called Boomerang, came out in the 90s with Eddie Murphy, Robin Givens, Layla Rashawn, I believe David Allen Greer was in it, John Witherspoon. It was an all-star black cast. It's called Boomerang. In one of the scenes, Eddie Murphy, he sleeps with Layla Rashawn's character. And after they were done, he pulls the cover. He pulls the cover back to see her toes. Now, For those of you who don't know who Layla Rashawn is, you need to Google her. This woman is she was and still is a drop dead gorgeous woman. I mean, back in the 90s, you couldn't tell nobody shit about Layla Rashawn. And as fine as she was from head to ankle, when he pulled those covers back, she had corns on her feet, bunions, chipped toenail polish, all that. And he slid out the bed. He left her. Didn't leave a note, nothing. Got out the bed and left. It's just that bad. That's a man with a foot fetish. And it was the most accurate portrayal of a man with a foot fetish. Like, if your toes are busted, it's just not happening. A man with a foot fetish will go limp because your feet are ugly. He won't even get aroused. As a matter of fact, he won't even approach you. Me, before I was married, I could not talk to no woman that I didn't see her feet first. There was no point in me getting her phone number or anything unless I saw her feet. I don't start from the face up. I start from the toes up. If the toes are good, now I'm working my way up instead of face going all the way down. So there's so much more to cover, but it's not coming to mind right now. But if you have any questions about it, please ask in the comments. As you can see, I'm very open and honest about it. There's nothing really wrong with it. Like I said, it's just feet. Did you know that women, ladies, if you have gorgeous feet, go on feetfinder.com. Sell your pics. Men out there will buy pictures of your feet. I've never done that. I have a stigma about buying things from women like that, buying feet pics, paying for porn or paying for OnlyFans or something like. I just have a stigma against it. Like, I will never buy a woman or any part of her or any sexual favors. I'm just not paying for it. No. But anyways, there are a lot of men out there that will. They will pay for pictures of your feet. They will pay for you to make custom videos for them. And it's really simple stuff. These guys will be like, hey, I would like to see your feet with a red pedicure. I want to see you doing this with your feet. Well, what if you have a white pedicure on? You tell the man, okay, the video itself is going to be $50. And I need the pedicure. So that's whatever your pedicure costs. And whatever it is that they're requesting, if it takes effort, like a different nail color, they pay for that. They want you to put on some specific foot jewelry or something. They pay for that. If it's not something you have in your house that you could use or dispose of, they pay for that. And that's not included in the cost of the video or the cost of the pictures. There are women out there, literally, their sole income is their feet. There are women out there who have insurance on their feet. They are making 5 to 6 figures a year. 5 to 6 figures a month on their feet. They do foot sessions. Once again, it's feet. There are men that will pay you to come over to a hotel room or whatever, and you do whatever it is with your feet, and you're done. No STDs, no pregnancies. I would suggest having security with you. There are a lot of weirdos out there, and there are a lot of men out there who just can't control themselves. So you do want some sort of security, of course, or some type of background checks. But there are women out there that fly all around the country doing foot sessions. Like I said, it's a very lucrative business. It's the most popular fetish in the world. And if you have pretty toes and high arches, you better cash in. Whatever it is, it's such a low maintenance side hustle. Take a few pictures of your feet, upload them online, and just sit back and rake in the money. Somebody reach out, hey, I would like to see you do this with your feet. No problem. That'll be however long the video is. If the video's 5 minutes, that's $50. Who out here is making $50 every 5 minutes? People are struggling to make $50 an hour. You're going to make it in a 5-minute video. You understand what I'm saying? Or, I would like pictures of your feet doing this. Okay, $5 to $10 per pic. People aren't making that per hour. You're just snapping a couple of pics. Bam, here it is. Some men want to buy your used socks. Go to the gym in your socks. Get them all sweaty. Take them off. Put them in a Ziploc bag. Seal them up. Mail them off. That is $50 or $100. Some men want your used pantyhose. Same thing. Pantyhose cost what? $10, $12? You sell them to that person for $75 or $100. Because guess what? Your essence is in those pantyhose. Your essence is in those socks. Your sweat and all that is in those socks. That's what he wants. That's valuable. That's money. Like I said, it's a lot to it. I'll probably be making more videos on it. But if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments, or I'm not sure if you can direct message on here. I'm kind of new to the whole YouTube channels and stuff, but shoot me a message somehow, and I answer any questions you have on there or about it. I'll talk to you later. Oh, also, like I said, I'm going to attach the video that explains the whole wiring of the brain for someone who has a foot fetish. So stay behind to watch that.